Hi guys, it's Christian here from Thelightchrissy Tarot, and I'm thankful for you guys coming and watching this video today. Please take a moment to go ahead and click that subscribe button and also click that like button, and please leave any comments or things you'd like to see on my channel, and let me know if this reading resonates with you. Okay, now we're going to do a reading for the sign of Virgo for the month of September the 1st through the 15th. Keep in mind that all readings can't possibly fit every single Virgo, but please go ahead and check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and check out those readings as well to see if they resonate. Take whatever resonates from them and leave behind what does not. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead and pull what energy that you're going into the month of September with. And happy birthday, by the way, to you guys. I know it's coming up for some of you, well, for all of you. What I mean for some of you. And there we go, the fox. All right, but yeah, also too, another thing I wanted to say is I am available for personal private readings. That information will be down below, as well as how to contribute or donate to my channel. Okay, so you got the fox energy here. Okay, so this is you coming into this sense of wisdom. You're starting to be able to figure out things and have these aha moments a little bit quicker than you may have in the past. Okay, definitely this could be where we're going into September, where you're off the brink of making some major choices that have kind of I see them as being like risky, but they ended up working out in your favor. So I kind of feel like this is in turn building up your confidence in your decision making, where before you may have you may have kind of just waited around or sat around without actually jumping to make the decisions. Well, this is a little bit more of of maneuvering, learning how to maneuver strategically and logically to be able to get ahead. And I see this takes a lot of mastery to be able to get this skill, because it's actually not jumping when other people think that you should, not moving when other people think that you should, and waiting till the exact right time to be able to pounce on whatever it is that you are dealing with or whatever it is that you want to achieve. So this is definitely you listening, tuning into your own inner wisdom, and being very clever at your approach to life and your energy at this time. Okay, so that is what we're kind of going into the month with, off the brink of the fox. And this could be you just coming up with this great plan, or you going into the month of September with this great game plan. Now, this is a strong and smart partner card, so this could be where you can be showing up your best in your relationships with other people, or doing your part. So this could be where maybe before we're kind of coming into saying, oh, I could do this a little bit better. Oh, I probably could call this person a little more. I probably could do this a little bit more. So this is you showing up in your relationships. If this is business related, there could be a partner coming for you along that's very, very clever and wise. Or if you've been debating should you partner up with someone, it may be in good interest of you to do that, because it seems like this person has a lot of know-how. But I'm also getting to from this be wise and don't let anyone talk you into anything. Okay, in September, for sure. I'm not saying it's the same person, but this is just one thing here. It may be some things more than what meet the eye on certain situations. So always go inside and trust your inner wisdom, which the fox is here, so that wisdom is here to begin with anyway. So we're going in pretty good. All right, now next thing we're going to do is pull from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, just to get a little bit more here, dealing with that fox. But that's good. Everybody's going in with a pretty good energy so far. If you don't already, if you're not already actively working on something or some type of plan or something like that, I see you kind of focusing your eyes on it, or you're starting to it's almost like this clever idea, or this clever new approach to an idea, or maybe just to your life or to your energy, where you're like, aha, I can get more done for doing a lot less. I can get a lot more out of life doing a lot less if I do A, B, and C. Okay, so that's kind of what I have here. Let's see. All right, and any other card here. All right, so everybody, well, not everybody, but recently in a lot of my readings, I've been getting the lead card. So this is where everyone's starting to take lead of their own life, and they're starting to look out and to see, like, potential and plans maybe that were kind of closed off before, or things that doors that have been closed off before. I kind of seeing this card, the lead card, as us being able to finally be in the vibration that could facilitate following through with those plans that may have not worked in the past, or that may have we may have given up on in the past. Now we're starting to see, oh, I can do that now. Now's the perfect time to open that business. Now's the perfect time to go back to school. It never really worked before. I never really had the space when I tried to do it. It never really happened. There was just this great potential there. But now I'm in a position to be able to facilitate this. Why? When I look at this lead card, I always look at this like in the past. This is the same person, but the person here in the background doesn't have on the crown. And this is where Spirit has elevated you into a vibration that you can now facilitate that. So maybe in the past there may have been things that you wanted, Virgo, or things that you were looking forward, looking towards in life, and they did not go the way that you may have wanted them to go. But it was only because you weren't in a vibration yet to facilitate being able to hold that. And sometimes the universe doesn't want to break your heart twice. So before it gives you the opportunity to do it, it'll just never give it to you, right? So that you don't get it, and then you have to go through the absence of it, okay? So it'll all be the better the more and more you move towards it. And now you're in a position to be able to kind of facilitate that. That's why you're being handed this blueprint or this plan. And like I said, even if it's not a literal plan, it's just this new course, this new relationship with how to maneuver based on your instincts and your intuition. Okay? It's like being given this divine plan or divine purpose, or being handed this knowledge of this wisdom. Okay, all right, and then we have the confront. Okay, so this is the moon card. So yeah, there's been this great level of darkness, or you've been kind of going through the dark shadow of the dark night of the soul, which is kind of where we're dealing with. We confront and deal with our shadows, the parts of us that make us feel inadequate, the parts of us that make us have fears, doubts, anxieties, and things like that. And we're starting to look at them head on and to see where they're what they're trying to tell us in our experience. And this is actually the reason why you're able to be handed this, because you're starting to confront some of those things and to make them wisdom. So maybe you talk to anxiety, because I always picture them as children. Maybe you talk to anxiety and you say, why do you get so anxious? And then, anxiety says back to you, oh, it's because this person is not good for you. So that's my sign to show you that this person may not be that great for you because they cause a lot of anxiety. I'm trying to show you that. And then instead of you having the anxiety attack or falling for whatever the person's doing, to make you anxious or to have fear, if it was fear, you're starting to say, oh, there's anxiety. Okay, I'll take the cue, anxiety. That means that this is not for me. So since you're starting to be able to apply that to say, it doesn't feel right, it isn't right. This feels right, I'm going to stick with it. Now you have the knowledge, or the wisdom, to be able to take this divine plan and to move forward, because you're learning how to follow things that are in alignment with you, and you're leaving behind the fears and doubts. You're actually tackling your subconscious right now. So you've been doing like a lot of work, a lot of inner work, and now this is kind of why I look at it like, okay, blink, my eyes are open, now I'm ready. It's almost like this knowingness that you're ready for newness to come into your life. Okay, and you're ready for expansion, because this is the Emperor right here. This is all about taking that first. It's a sign of Aries, and Aries is just making me think about taking that leap and taking chances and moving forward in this forward expansion. This to be in alignment with the things that light you up at in an internal level. Okay, so those are the two things that I got right here. And a highly intuitive time with the moon card here, the confront card. This is definitely that you're being connected. Your shadows, your those little kids, like I'm saying here in this card, those little emotions are your connection to the divine, your connection to the intuition. So if you want to know more, you have to make good relationships with them. Find out their favorite ice cream. Find out their favorite color. Not literally, because it's you, but you find out how to communicate with each of those specifically. And it's like every time you do that, you unlock this different wisdom. So this is what you're looking. I feel like you're already in the stage of doing it. I don't feel like I'm telling you this like it's something that you're having to learn how to do now. You're already kind of in that stage of doing that now. So as a result of that, now you're starting to all of these old ambitions and dreams are starting to come back into alignment. So there may be a lot of things that come back, that surface back around, like an opportunity to do a lot of things that you've done before. Even people kind of coming back, I kind of see that coming around too, where they're where you have thought all was gone and all was lost, and then boom, here's the opportunity to see if it feels right again. Okay, so that is there for Virgo. And then we're just gonna pull some tarot cards. And I don't know if I said this already because I can't remember because I'm always running my mouth, but I completely changed the the setup of the videos in the middle of filming them, because I was like, you know what, I need something that just feels better for me. Okay, I really need something that just feels like it's me. And maybe for some of you, rearranging your room or changing, if you've been having like writer's block, or if you've been getting kind of caught up in your head, change around the furniture or change around the decorations, because I've changed around my workspace, and I love it. Like, it was just a quick change. I just took my little cloth my mom bought me. I took it off because I like the white here, but I'll still use that for when I do in-person readings and personal readings, so I'll still use it. And at first I was kind of like, I don't want to not use that because my mom bought it, but you know, you have to do what things resonate with you, you know, so it's still going to be put to good use. All right, so that's just an example. You see how, like, I don't want to take the tablecloth off here. I don't want to take it off because my mom bought it. And then it's like, no, just talk to it. Okay, well, how about this? We'll make a deal with ourselves. We'll use it for when we do personal and private readings, and we'll use the table for when we do this reading. That way everyone wins, right? So that's like the example. I know I was just using that, and I didn't think I was going to be using that example, but that's kind of what you're doing in those places, okay? When you're sitting in a moment of discomfort, or you know, where something doesn't vibrate, it's a moment for you to be able to change and to be able to use your wand and move it in the direction of your will. With the Magician here, you're able to manifest a new situation whenever something doesn't work out. You don't ever have to subject yourself to any particular situation if it doesn't feel comfortable, if it doesn't resonate with you. Okay, so what it is that there needs to be this trusting of yourself at a core level, that when your instincts, when these things are speaking out to you, that it's time for you to it's time for a change to be made. Now, I don't want to say that it's time for you to move, because moving is not confronting. Like, you know, just getting up and doing something different is not confronting, because that shadow still lies there, regardless of if you know, you run from it or not. So what it's saying to do is, when you get in this space and you feel a certain way, confront the feeling head on, and then from that, control what you want to do next. Okay, use your wand to be able to make whatever you want to, you know, you want to happen. The Magician is the card of Mercury, and if I'm correct, Mercury is one of your ruling planets, if not. So this is just this thing of communication. Mercury is all about communication. The Magician is about communicating what it is that you want to see in the world, or what changes that you want to be able to manifest. Okay, this is the card all about manifestation here. So, you know, once you're taking these cues and you're taking these things in, then it's time to go ahead and to make a decision to lead. You can't just sit with it inside. It's time to say, okay, this is how we feel. Let's go ahead and confront it, and this is the situation. Let's get it out of the way so that we can, you know, move on, okay, and make our next move, our best move, with the Fox here, okay? So you got the Magician opening up right here. I'm turning to you like that. Let's see here. What else do we have? So yeah, I kind of just have this feeling like with the magician and the Two of Pentacles here, this is that feeling that I have here of you kind of like, it's like there's no need to, if you like a situation or not. It's either you do or you don't. If you do, you create more of it. If you don't, you leave away from it. No need to go to straddle the fence between two, because that leaves the opportunities for you to be out of alignment with your true path every time you accept anything that is not on the path that is meant for you. So here's the Two of Pentacles here. Also, too, there could be this decision coming up about, and maybe this is what this is. Maybe there are these two different routes you can go as far as work or home or concern or money is concerned, and you're kind of Spirit is asking you to be able to sit back and see what resonates with you, whichever thing it is that it doesn't feel right, to confront the emotion that doesn't that makes you feel that way, or to confront that, and get down to the bottom of what's making you feel that way, and then that way you can kind of have the guidance of which way to go. So sometimes even the thing that you end up choosing may your inner self may say, no, let's not do that, right? It may do that for the best thing for it. It may give you those cues on something that's actually good for you, but the purpose of it doing that is that so you can learn to consult it first. So to consult your feelings as they occur, instead of waiting, getting into something that's a bad situation, and then having to try to come back and do it after you've already said yes to something. So it's wanting you to be connected to those cues, like an alarm system, like and this isn't right. Okay, so every time you hear the alarm system going off, like let's say like you were a person that has the alarm system on your home where it has the camera, and then it's sending you like a text message or saying, hey, you're gonna look every time because you want to make sure that nothing is going on that shouldn't. And this is kind of how you should be about yourself. Don't allow them to take over. Take control over that and say, okay, very well, is this the like the emperor? Very well, what information do you have for me? Okay, fear, that's what we're reporting. Okay, well, we're going to do this since that's what you've reported back to me. Okay, why do you feel that way, fear? Okay, well, that's not going to really happen, fear. So we're not going to take your advice this time. We're going to choose to go another way. So this is where you're not in the it's like being very, very that way or this way, taking the lead. Okay, no more of the I don't know. It's kind of wanting you to come out of that stage and to confront that part of yourself that keeps you in this limbo, so that you can be able to follow through with the plan for you. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so look, this is what this so funny thing that comes out is quick. Is the Eight of Wands. This is quick communication. So this is what I'm kind of saying, like the process of this needs to be so quick. Let's check in. Okay, boom, is this good or bad? Okay, it's bad. Why is it bad? Okay, yes, that is valid. Okay, let's not do it. Okay, nope, that's not valid. That's not actually true. That's just from childhood. Okay, let's do this then. So it's kind of like where they're wanting you to be able to move a little bit, just a little bit quicker down your path. This could also be where you've been text messaging people about some type of decision, or some type of should I do this, or should I do this, or going back and forth. So you may have been in communication with your friends about or maybe on Facebook, you may have been asking in your story on Instagram, or you may have been like asking on Facebook opinions or something like that, or you may even be reading about comparing decisions online or something like that about what you should do. I don't know if this is a I have some more cards to pull so we can see, but I don't really know what the what the balancing is, but we'll see. And it could be jobs or something like that with, or the four is making me think of home or something. It could be a home move. Happily fulfilled place. So yes, for some of you, totally like a move, about trying to move somewhere. And we're needing to go ahead and to make the decision to go ahead and do it. Get some quiet time. With the 8 and 1 is a 9, the Hermit. Go into yourself to connect with your intuition. And then once you're able to make peace with whatever the decision is, to actually take the lead, take this one right here from the Magician, and go ahead and pick whichever it is out of the two, and to move quickly on it, because this happiness comes in right there, right for you with the 10 of Cups right there. So that's totally coming in. And then look, Ace of Cups right here, overflowing emotions. So you got the Ace of Cups, and you got the 10 of Cups. So these are two very good cards right here. So if this is even if this is love, because these are making me think it could be something to do with love as well. This is not taking too long to pick between people. This is saying, okay, this person's good for me. Boom, let's do it. No, or we can try it until it doesn't feel good, or this person is not good for me, and then we won't. Okay, so yeah, even at the bottom, it's like clarity, just being very, very clear on what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, how it is that you're moving. Just very direct and very fast. And I'm sorry, I feel like I haven't showed you guys cards the whole day. What am I doing? Okay, overflowing emotions place right there. 10 of Cups, you have the happy place right here. Maybe 11. I keep the 10 and the 1. That's 11. I'm seeing maybe 11, maybe like an important number for you at this time. You have quick communication gardens. Okay, this is where the universe is wanting you to be a little bit quicker. Gotta be quicker than that, all right? To be able to take the lead, all right? To be able to take control. Don't allow the universe to do it for you. You have to step up with your intelligence and your wisdom, which of what you're receiving from your emotional self, which is right here, okay? So yeah, this is just saying with those decisions, you have the knowledge to be able to not to leave where you're sitting in limbo, this in between space right here, this balancing, this place where it's not too good and it's not too bad. You don't have to live that way. You can really go into it being all of what you want. If you start to make more decisions, the more and more decisions you make for the things that you want, you start to create this community to where you've created this happy, fulfilled place because all you've accepted in were things that make you feel happy. And I think maybe this is the wisdom why I kind of was getting like the pounce, the jump from thing to thing. The wisdom is not taking the route with all the things that you don't want to figure out the things that you do. It's saying, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that, I want that. And it's moving along in that kind of direction, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and clarify these. And then we'll pull some advice cards. And then, all right, here, so... Yeah, so once again, the 11, remember I was saying that's a 1, 10, 1, 11. 11 may be something that's good for you. That's good for you. It's saying that, yeah, once you can learn to make the decisions that to make decisions that support where you're trying to be, you automatically bring this balance into your life and you balance out your karma. You don't have to fight that battle on the outside really anymore. It becomes to where it's just literally you're surrounded, because it's happily like the 10 of cups, you're surrounded by all of your good decisions. If you just start to make them, eventually it won't be as tough because you'll start to be more around the things that you want, and less you won't have to make these calls all the time. But when you're at the ground level, when you're starting out, you do have to make a lot of difficult decisions and a lot of difficult calls, especially in terms of loves and in relationships and things like that, okay? Especially the ones that have been where you've had to put in more to be able to keep them functioning than the other person has had to give. So this is where you've done a lot in relationships to be able to keep them together. And it's just kind of saying that that the balance that you look for in those relationships, you can have that within yourself if you choose to let go of using that as a teacher to teach you balance, and this is saying, let your will bring the balance into your life instead of other people. Okay, so for relationships and friends and things like that, this is kind of the message that I'm getting right here. Let you bring the balance into your life, and let it not be in anyone else's hands to do so. So if we've been going into relationships with like that, if they always end up to kind of be one-sided, that's kind of why they end up that way, because life is trying to get you to be able to find what you're looking for in the relationships within yourself. Okay. And then we got quick communication gardens right here, 8 of Wands, clarify that. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if you've been debating going back and forth between like a decision or something like that. I feel like there's somebody here that you're talking to that's kind of making you feel like they're seeing the opportunity in doing that. Because it's very, it's like, girl, look how, or guy, boy, or not, I don't know who you're talking to, but hey, dude, look how great you'll be. Hey, girl, look how great you'll be if you were to leave that stuff behind. So it could be someone that's kind of coming through. Maybe someone that takes a little bit more. I'm not going to say you don't have any control of it. That's totally not true. But they have a little bit more of a head-on approach. If not, these are the friends to kind of talk to. Your friends that are in a position where you would like to be, where you would like to get, that are, look at the women or the men around you that are able to have just as much fulfillment in their life and not be with anyone, because a lot of times we kind of write those people off and say, oh, they don't have, oh, they're by themselves, they're single, like it's a disease to be single or something like that. But then you're looking at it like, well, really in all actuality, when I was in relationships and it looked great on the outside, it was just me having to do a lot to keep it up. And this person, they're just having ease in life by themselves. It's because they've started to find that. So if you've been looking at people on the outside looking in and saying, how are they finding that? How are they able to be there that happy without having people around them? Or this is not just relationships with friends or things like that. This is how, because they're able to find that balance within themselves, and then they control their environment to make sure that they keep balance. Okay, with the Magician and the Justice card right there. But yeah, no, this could be, and this could be communications coming in about a opportunity or a plan or a project or something that could definitely put you in this, in elevate you financially for sure. Because the nine of, I'm sorry, is that the eight, five, well, six, seven, eight? The nine of Pentacles is all about abundance and being independent. Yeah. And it's something that you kind of it's something that you kind of been working at. You have the snail at the bottom. I always notice the snail. You've kind of, this is like the end game. Like you want to be self-sufficient on your own. Not to say that you don't want to be in a relationship, but you want your sense of self-sufficiency even in a relationship. So if you've gotten any of them into any relationships where you did not show up as self-sufficient, that would be why the balance would not work out, because you would end up, it would be the other person lacking just to show you areas that you could fill your own pot to be able to make that, to find balance within yourself. So they're just lessons coming back around again. And yeah, for those of you who have been looking for a relationship or something like that, because I know I'm kind of going into many different things, there could be someone who's coming to offer you that, but it's once you step into this position within yourself and you change your energy about yourself. But also too, it could be somebody coming through right now saying, hey, look, I can offer you the world because to me you're a shining star in my eyes, okay, or something like that. But still, as a result of you Xing out the energy of these things that no longer serve us. And we're talking to ourselves to understand why we keep finding ourselves in that situation. Hey, you that keeps getting me in bad relationships. Hey, you that gets me into these unbalanced places with these people and friends and things like that. What's the issue so that I can be able to live it there? And they're going to say, sure, I just want you to see that, you need to just love yourself. That's all I was trying to show you the whole time. But this could be somebody coming in, or it could be someone coming in for an apology about not being able to give that to you too. Maybe this throws you off, and still it's time to make a judgment call and to confront, whatever the thing is that keeps you attached to that person. That's for a specific group of people, okay? So we have the Ace of Cups. So this is all about that newness, these new emotions, these new things coming into your life, new relationships, a new happy place, a new sense of, and the Page of Pentacles wanted to come out at first, but it didn't. Oh, so you got all these people right here. So you got the Knight of Wands. So this is something coming in like an opportunity. I don't like once again, something down the road. It doesn't necessarily have to be now, but there could be something that comes in within the first two opportunities, first 2 weeks. It could be some type of job here with the quick communication, where you've applied online and you're going back and forth with them. It's just saying to don't get in a hurry. Don't get in a hurry state. You'll change the energy of you'll change your energy if you get back into that state to where you're hurried. It'll be acting from your shadow place, okay? So with the Emperor card here, it can be where we can be a little bit aggressive and a little bit pushy, as this is the card of Aries, and those are some of Aries things that they can kind of they can kind of be a little sometimes. So it's saying to take on the energy of the Page of Pentacles. So every time that there's a you get in this place, I'm just kind of like seeing this like this, you just taking every little moment like that and still going back whenever you get into this place to where you feel like your anxiety or they start to rush in. Just talk to that part of yourself again. But there will also, I think there's also like this, just like I said, this Page of Pentacles here with this overflowing emotions place. If this is about a move or something like that, then that's a good sign right there. This could definitely be just a job opportunity or a business opportunity or something coming in with the Page of Pentacles and the overflowing emotions place. 1 second. Okay, guys, sorry about that. But yeah, there could be some type of message coming in. That's definitely going to be something good. You have the Ace of Cups here, so this could be like a new creative venture, or it could even be a new relationship moving into a place. This could be elevation in a relationship altogether, because that's one thing I kind of didn't say. But this could be taking a relationship to the next level. With the Knight of Cups right here, because somebody's offering that. And then you got happy fulfilled place here. It's just saying be patient with it, with the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands here. to not try to rush yourself into a relationship, because there's going to be something that comes up, like some type of opportunity that's going to elevate you here, that's coming in. So don't just like enthrall yourself. Play it by ear, take your time, and just let things kind of flow through if that is the situation that you are going through right now. And let's see here, the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And also too, let me say, with the balancing act right there, some of you, that could be this could be right here with these two right here. This is where you're going. You could be going for bad guys instead of the sensitive guys or something like that. Not really sensitive guys, or girls, or you go for the bad girl, the hot girl. And not the one that's actually like, hey, I'd like to take you on a date. I'd like to really get to know you, right? And then we're ending up in this place of heartbreak, or yeah, all tied up, like really like you get all tied up into this person. So this is going into what I kind of was saying here with this opportunity. Don't get, if you're getting into anything new, don't get tied up in it too soon. Because there'll be like this opportunity. There's some type of opportunity here that's going to be that's on schedule for you in your divine plan with the lead card right here, that this, you getting enthralled in this, is a test of all of this right here. If you can choose to say yes to the things that are good and no to the things that are bad. Okay, so as a result of that, it'll come out either way. It's almost like you can go either route. It's not really that you have to choose one, but one is more has a little bit more resistance than the other. Okay, so don't get yourself all tied up. And let's see here. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of like this place that you get in where you can kind of be stuck and not really know how to move because of this. So look, let me read. Lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things may seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward, or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at the time. At this time, if this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and to make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. Okay, so yeah, I kind of feel like with this, even with the Justice and the Magician, is saying, look, you can make everything right in your life, but it's going to take you through the power and the use of your will. It's not just to sit there and to keep going through the same situations and hope that you can come out unscuffed. It's saying to avoid the situations that you have the wisdom to avoid the situations that that you don't need to be able to, to choose the ones that you do, or to leave the space for the ones that you do. And not only that, something that I just got drawn back to was the strong, smart partner. You have to find you somebody that is on your, that gives you back fairness in relationships. This is equal giving right here. This is all about this balance with the scale right there on this card. You see the scale? So this is about balancing act, balance. This is about bringing balance back into your relationships by getting only what it is that you deserved. Okay, don't allow anybody, if anyone comes around that has you tied up in their crap, it's time to just let them go, because that's away from the overflowing emotions place. These are two opposite, all tied up and overflowing emotion. These are two contrasts to each other, and these are these two types of people right here, where it's these fun people that give you this thrill, this fire, this passion, but they don't really live up to it, and these people who kind of start off cold, but you never really take the journey to see if it can warm up to be something better. So that's kind of what I have there for you guys with the all tied up card. And let's see here, I'm pulling one last card, and you know what, this is what I'll do. Since this was I felt like this was so much of a, like, it was so much about love, that what am I doing here? Okay, I feel like it was so much about love that for the advice card, I'm just going to pull another Psychic Tarot, the heart card, and I'll actually go ahead and read it. Let's see. So I feel like this was really a love. Okay. It was a lot about relationships, And when I say relationships on my channel, I'm usually talking about all family, family and family, friends, and other relationships. I'm sorry, romantic relationships. Bottom of the deck, you got dreams coming true, success and growth. Helpless and hopeless is in reverse, so that's good. You got the heart chakra here. Then you got seek the truth. This is all about that confront and going in, and then this is about getting back the things that you deserve. But it comes as a result of taking care of yourself, which is right here. And that was just a stack, and then it got to being right here. So I'll just stop them right there. But the ones that I did pull out are the rebuild card. So this is that tower moment. So this is where, yeah, if you've recently come out of this, this is where maybe now you're having a if this was like a bad relationship or something like this that you're coming out of, or like a bad partnership or a bad friendship, this is what kind of like was your wake-up call to try to kind of get you to be back on route, so that you can build yourself on a sturdy foundation, not one that's wibbly wobbly like this right here. Because if you have a bunch of relationships around you that are like this, then you have no ground and you can't really build on it because you don't know who to depend on to be able to do that. And that's what that 4 is with the foundation. So I kind of see that here, like you're getting in this game mode, like I need foundation, I need my empire. So you're working on rebuilding that to build that up to that space. Okay, and then you have the awaiting results. So yeah, so you've sent this manifestation to the earth, to the universe, and it is preparing its way. But you have to be able to make these decisions, and you also have to be able to sit and wait as this happens, because you're being everything is being rebuilt right now. So don't rush the process. Okay, trust that you're guided with these angel wings behind, right there, that you're still being taken care of. And this is the 7 of Pentacles. So this is where, yeah, we've put in all the heart. We're putting in the work. We're doing the work. But we kind of want the results to happen right away. And just know that that in the beginning, it's going to seem like it takes so long for it to happen or for things to start moving around. But the more and more you put your vibration and you start to make these wiser steps, like I kind of was saying, then the quicker and quicker and quicker you start to ascend and start to go through them. And you see it takes no time. It just feels like that in the beginning because it's a part of yourself that you haven't been quite acquainted with. So when you're making peace with that, and once you finally silence the thing that the voice that keeps you moving and moving and moving, you're going to be sitting in a lot of quiet time. It's going to be a lot of you, sitting with a lot of you. 1 and 8, that's the 9, that's Hermit right there. So it's going to be a lot of you right there. So it can be, it can start to be like watching dry paint, and then it can start to be like, when's it going to happen for me? Okay, but that doesn't mean that that it's not happening or that it's not going to. So let's see. I'm just going to read that for you. Awaiting results, patience, assessment, outcomes, and alternative. You've put much energy into creating and attracting relationships you desire and are eager to see the positive results, okay? Patience is needed, however. Reshaping attitudes and beliefs takes time. Refining yourself so that you'll attract just the right person is the process. So look, this is exactly what I was saying about this. Putting yourself in that position is what makes that person notice you, because you're standing in your own power. You're not asking for a relationship to be the balancing act for your life, okay? That's a difference, because you're coming in like, hey, I'm already complete. Oh, you're complete too? Well, let's be complete together. Not, hey, I'm incomplete. Can you complete me? Because then you give them this unnecessary power, and then they try to live up to something that they'll never be able to live up to, because they'll never be able to balance you out, okay? You're your only balance, okay? So, if you find yourself becoming frustrated at the apparent lack of visible change, step back and focus on something other than your relationships for a while. When you're feeling more detached, you'll be in a better position to notice any improvements, okay? If you've invested enough time, then take a moment to evaluate your progress. Are your efforts bearing fruits? Are you seeing the desired changes in your interactions with others? If yes, excellently, carry on. If not, it may be time to shift your approach. So look, that's exactly what I was saying right here. Does it work for me? Yes, do it more. Does it not work for me? No, it doesn't. Let's go. Okay, that's kind of what I was kind of getting here. If are you seeing? I'm gonna read it twice. Are you seeing the desired changes in your interactions with others? If yes, excellent, carry on. If not, it may be time to shift your approach. Look for alternative strategies to effect the change you desire. That's the magician right there. Okay. What works with one person may not work with another. When working on yourself, be sure that you're being true to who you are and not simply following society's formula for your relationships. Okay, so yes, so the type of love that you're looking for and what you think that you're looking for on the outside are two different types of things. You're not looking for what everyone else is looking for in terms of this, oh, will you do this and will you be my half and I'll be your half. You don't want that, okay? So don't even look for it. If it feels like it's gonna be that, then no, because you want somebody that will allow you to be able to be in your full power and they'll be in their full power. You want a power couple with the lead card here and the nine of Pentacles. You know you have places to go and things to do in life, and you don't need anyone who is not understanding of that with you right there. So it's calling you to confront anything that kind of feels like that. All right, so that is what I have for you guys for the first 15 days of September, Virgo. Happy birthday again, and yeah, please let me know if this resonates with you. I know had a lot of this reading had a lot of this could be, this could be, this could be, but I have to encompass everything that kind of comes in for me. You can donate to my channel. The information will be down below. And also, I'm available for one-on-one readings. Please read the information down below as well. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.